Hold on a second. I'm having an emotional problem. It's a vertical breakdown. Horizontal vertigo. Can you measure time? Can you measure time ticking away? Ticking away? Or can you actually measure time ticking away? Time ticking away. All the way down to the bottom of my toes. How tall are you? Well, I am the heartbeat of the earth. I am the extension of the mind that can think and choose on its own, but the result is a little bit different. How we prepare in time. Mrs. Levette, I like that word you used before. The word was, well, my aunt used that once, and it was, she's a smart lady, so she can swim. So I know how important what you do is, because I can see it. Now, I'm not doing this video to actually show you anything other than what I've been beginning with. Hebrew, Gregorian, and different calendars. 14 years and 45 is 59. E-I-E-I-O on the farm. We go 2,000 years as a lock. In one of the songs they sing about the demon devil, 10 times 10 is 100, and 10 times 10 is 200. And the CB codes are 10, 200. But when you get to 99, it's a different story. There's only about 5 codes in the second part of the 200. So when the devil holds a 20, but only gets a 1, that makes 21, which is the heart. You don't need any more. Once you have 2 sides or the heart, you know what you have. 9 times 6 is 54. This brings in the fox. The first part about this is add 3 and 2. That is your creation, your door entrance. It will equal to 11. This equals to your 9, but it will equal to 11. 3 and 2. 23 or 32, whichever way you want to go. It's a back door in time. 2332 is the latest you can go. You cannot have a 4 in the first 2 positions. Therefore, you cannot have a 4 in the reflective order of the last 2 positions in time. So 2332 is the afternoon, and the morning is 11:11. Give me another time that you can flip upside down or backwards and show me the same time again. Is it 11:21? Okay, if I marked 11:21, okay, there is no reflective of the first part because it's not 21:21, it's 11 and 21. It's different numbers. There's different ways to do it. I'm looking for the maximum. Irregardless of the numbers, I want to be able to flip it upside down and read it the other way. Now, if I put a 1 over here and a 1 here and a 1 here, 11:11 is a match. You can turn it backwards, it's still 11:11. You can put 11:21, but if you flip 11:21, it becomes 12:11. So the only one is 11:11 and 23:32. 23 and 11, okay, is 23 and 11 is 34. 32 and 11 is 43, makes 3, 4, 4, 3. AC/DC, 77, come Earth, come Mars. S&S, 3 by 4 is 12, and 3 plus 4 is 7 is 19. 7, 1, and 2 links the piano. This hole and this hole in 2, this hole's in 3. Put them together, you got the 3. Put them together, you got the 3. 1, 5, and 9. Why 1, 5, and 9? Oh my God, I remember, I forget, I'm not sure what I'm going to say right now, but I'm going to think about it. Hopefully I can tell you the exact story of what I see and what I think, and actually the numbers work. What was I thinking? Yes, okay, let me rethink that. 11:11, time, okay, time. Oh yes, 43:34, John F. Kennedy, Barack Obama. 3443 is the number. Multiply 13 by 3443 because it's 13 moons. The 365th day is you holding the 2 ends. If you're only holding 1 end, you're gone. You got to be holding 1 end because if the screw was on 1 end and you're holding it, it can pull you all the way around. Leave go the screw on 1 end, the pipe of the spirit leaves you, and you're not here. They become S&S 38. The size of the moon, 3476. The word gold, the word the club, have all the same numbers, and the in-between of the keyboard, which I've done this 100 times, is exactly the size of the moon. 1, 2, 4, 5, in between is 3. The size of the moon, 2, 3. 5, 6. See the 11 here? 2 times 3 is 5. 2 plus 3 is 5. 2 times 3 is 6. 2 times 4 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 and 8. Shows you how it links. Okay, this row and that row. So here's a 3. Here's a 4. Between 9, 8, 6, and 5, here's a 7. And between 8, 7, 5, and 6, here's a 6. That's your diameter of the moon. Gold. It all links. There's your 11, 11, and there's your time warp. Here's your 45. 45 minus 2014 equals 1965. Again, a huge number. All because of Terry Stewart, and I know I can say his name because he wants everybody to know. But all because of Terry Stewart and how much he talks about 65, you cannot move. 6 and 5, 4 and 5. The answer is 110. 3 and 7 is 10. 4 and 6 is 10 is the 10-10 of the 100 of the 100. 10 times 10 is 100 times 10 is your 1,000 with love. 2059, put this as a 6 over here. 26 in the doghouse of E-I-E-I-O, the E and I world, where two different energies that come in. The Julian calendar and the Gregorian calendar, 2425 is the difference of 2% between the Gregorian and the Julian, in which, depending on which world, it's actually 0.0075, which is 3 parts of 25, which is 15 times 5, which is 7 dimes and a nickel. Can you have this amount of change in your pocket? Forget about the points and decimals. Let's make everything easy. Let's make it easy. We always try to make it easy, but the minute we see something in our way, we can't divide it, we think it goes on forever. So, if you don't want to divide it, just multiply it. It's the same thing. It certainly is. When you add and when you subtract, it's also the same thing. It's just going the other way. That's all. That's the amount, of course. The addition is a different problem. If you minus 25 from a number, you still have both those numbers, yet now you have a third number. So we're going to get back to this. In order to bring this into one world, we go to 2500. 2500. 2059. Why 2059? Because the heart of a circle inside the two worlds, which is a world here and a world here, you make a V because they both meet below. You can't go towards each other because that's their connection. I'm going to show you how the worlds connect together, separating levels of dimensions and different solar systems or different galaxies inside the same solar system that come together. When you say there's 9 planets, 6 planets, 300 moons, whatever you want to say, it's all wrong. The actual reality is because the question is not correct for the answer we desire to acquire. 659, or flip it upside down, it becomes 6, 5, and 9. Flip this 2 upside down, it remains a 2. 2, 6, 5, 9, this is 79. It's all about 79. 7 and 9. 7 and 9, 1 and 3. The 1 and 3 energy runs into the 7 and 9. 0, 5, and 9 are all in the same picture. Let me actually draw it up here. Let me show you 2, 5, and 9. Okay, we have this and this, this and this. We do this, and we mark it right here, 3. We say this is a totally of 5. When we go between the two and we connect the two worlds together, we automatically get a 9. And here we get 3 and 5. This is your electric company. This 9 is also the 5 area of the levels this way. If you actually look, this is the center where the ace goes. It's the same thing as the cube. But the cube can be put here or here. Can you put the cube here? Or when it becomes the cube, it becomes this, and it becomes a reader between this side and this side. Do we read it and we do it this way? Is this the way we do it? 8, 8. Then anyways, we're not going to do it another way right now. So when we're talking about numbers and where in my world, okay, right here, this is the circle 0, and inside in this area is 5 and 9. But connecting to 9 is 1. So you have 1, 5, and 9. A, E, I equals O. O plus A and E is 15 plus 1 plus 5 equals 21 equals U. Now you have O, U, A, and E, in which A and E as 1 can actually be switched to J. This family can be switched. The reason they can switch is because of the rules and regulations inside and on the roulette table, in which the 1 coming out of the 19th position is red. But the 28 equaling to 1 and equaling to 28 in the 1 position is black. So it shows you 2 positive and 2 negative incoming and outgoing energy souls of the moon. Okay, so we're going to get back to this over here. So when we want to bring this to the 13 world, right, we're going to do this first. We're going to bring it to 7. 4, 1, 2. That's your first part. 4, 1, 2, 5, 2. Must have made a mistake before. No, that was up there at the top. 4, 1, 2, 5, 2. And you want to bring it to the 10 world, 6, 9, 8, 5, 8. And then you want to bring it 9, 3, 2, 8, 2. So in the first world, the 365, bringing it to the 7 world is 4, 1, 2, 5, 2. Alpha beta creation of the delta angle of the division of the E world, which is Venus, inside of Jupiter, inside of, which is man is created, and then it enters inside of man, as Mercury and Venus possibly are inside of us, and nothing more than who we are. The Holy Ghost, the computer system that runs through the system called God, it. Go, D. Go says I am OD, dog of it computer systems. Don't forget the T is very important. If you hit it off the T and you land in the sand trap. If you hit it off the T and you get it onto the green. If you hit it off the T and it ends up in the hole. If there's water in the hole and you had a tea bag, you can have a T off a T, get into a hole in one and have a tea bag. God it. It's the God it system. You got it? Okay, good enough. Because T and D, this meaning 10, and T meaning 10, T and D switch. Letter, leather, hard words, difficult words that exchange it, you don't even know, and we misunderstand most of the time. So you have that, the got it plan, right? And there's more to this, but it just began because Levette just said one word to me, and then I bumped into Mary Jane, and we got into this conversation, and I'm just continuing the conversation I had with Mary Jane. She doesn't talk back very much, so I'm never sure what she's saying. So when I do a video, at least you can see what's going on. I'll try and keep up. So anyways, we come back here, 4, 1, 2, 5, 2, regardless. 1, see how many 5, 1, 2 memory? Reverse this would become 6. Reverse this would become 6. Reverse this will become 4, be 6, 6, 4, 6, 6. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what that is. That is just space and man in time, because of 4 and 6 plus the 1 spirit is 4 and 7, and 4 and 7 is the time and the purpose of time, and the lock is inside. This is the lock. You open and you close and you do with what your time is. So the purpose, reality of what Caesar may have caused inside the lock was only a repetition of what's going on inside of us. We are locked and we can unlock and work by advancing within our own minds. All the way you think. It's not the way you think, my sons. It's the way you move your arms. You go into the 9 world, you got 6, 9, 8, 5, 8. This, okay, means, just like I showed you, these 2 things on each side. Your 6s, 5 and 1 is, here's your hand. 6, 6, 3, 6, 6, 3, 6, 3, 9, 3. 3, 9, 3. Not going to get into the 7th inning stretch. I haven't even watched the ball game, and I'd love to watch that ball fly. He ain't got no wings. And the bat that does fly stays at the plate. They throw down the bat that gave the ball wings. The guy runs to first. But if somebody catches it before it touches the ground, the guy's got to go back home. Silly me. I got to really talk about that stuff, right? You got it? Let's move on. Right, AJ? We're going to move on. Little show. Move around the head. Maybe my eyes will still change a little bit. And I think they do, because I have a picture on Facebook where a monkey showed up on my head right here. And it's clear as day. There's 3 monkeys and they're all over me. And I don't lie. Well, what's a lie down? Well, I do lie. I lie down. Now, you know what I was talking about. Do I have to explain everything I say? I guess I do. At least try my best. You never know who doesn't understand you. Ah, fuck them. No way. No way. Even if I was gay, I wouldn't fuck them all. I wouldn't fuck any of them. I want to be as honest and truthful and fast forward as I could be, slowing down enough just so you can put it on pause and understand the words I just spoke. Regardless of the 25 words I just wasted just now and the 1 minute that I wasted telling you something that didn't get anywhere in the book. But that's okay, because that's what life is all about, is it not? Zing! So let's go back. So then we have this world over here, 8, 5, 8. 8 and 5 is 13. 8 and 5 is 13. Here's the Queen's cap. 8 and 7, one letter. The last one is inside the 13 world, which 13, 1 and 3 is 4. Inside the 7 world. In the 10 world, this ends up saying 7, 7, 7, because all zeros equal 6. Or do they equal 5? Because I'm going to have to rethink that, because the center of everything is 5, right? But the one position that's opens in the 5 hole, I got a solid in the 5 position. So in the 5 position is here, and here's the solid is 1. I got horse number 4 in the 3rd race. 4 and 3. 3rd race, horse 4. Do you understand? Position, space, area, time. To bring this over here, excuse me, it was supposed to be with this number. So I did this to this, which I shouldn't have done. I'm going to go this world into the 13 world, okay? This gets a 10. So I cannot give it a 10. I will only give it a 1. But if I did give it a 10, it would end up at 7. If I give it a 1, it ends up at 4. Jesus Christ, 74 starts off in creation of number 3 and 3. Number 6. In order to get to the 13 world, you need a 7. So you have 1, 7. You now have the cap with the Queen. And the piano is beginning to rigmarole. 1 and 7 is now 8, and you've connected 2 pieces of pie inside the piano. Then we get to this world is the 8. We have 1, we have 7, and now we have 8. I'm going to write that down if you don't mind. 1, 7, 8. Let's go. 1, 7, 8, 2, 8. 1 and 7, that's 8. That's 8. That's 8. This is the time heaven, okay? 2, 8, 2 here, or 2, 8, 2 here. They both worked out to the same thing. This number over here is 1, is not really a 1. It should be a 10, like I said. If it was a 10 and made this 13, it would be 4, 7, 8, 2, 8. Now you have your true number. But there's other things you have to do with this. Now we're going to bring something a little different. This is 0.75 is missing, and like I said, it's just 3/4. Okay? 24:25 is 25 minutes past the clock. If this was 25 hours, okay, it would be 60 minutes past the clock. The difference would now be 35, telling me 2 different areas of time. When you have to replace this time, and we're just going to work with the n number over here, in the 7 world, this becomes 5, and this becomes 3, this becomes 5, and this becomes 2. 105, the hand of God. They changing from one side of that figure 8 of one world to the other side. There's a reader, an upside down reader. Everybody knows what it is. I'm going to do it real quick. And there's the reader. Reads here, reads here. I'm not sure if it goes up like that or it crisscrosses, cross my heart. But that might be only in man's body when man stands this way, bringing the different directions. And I will show you. I'm going to have to do this right now. But let me just continue on here. So if we bring this into the 10 world, okay, this will get 5. This will be 8. This will be 6. This will be 8. So I'm going to write it down. I'm just going to be 8, 6, 8, 5. And if I had to go into the other world and make it into the 10 world, I would have to go 8, 5, 0, 0. This will be 86, 85. This will be 8,500. The difference is 185 right over here. 185. 185, remove the 1. This is telling you one birth spirit in the heaven of the electronic world of 5. So they're actually showing you, okay, since I can't exactly see it because I don't know exactly how it works. So I can't detect. If I don't know how it works, then I can't tell you exactly what the answer is. But they're joining what has already been created in this world and following like a formation of what they know, of what they have learned, what they need to know in order to do whatever they have chose to do. This is why they've done it. And even if they haven't chosen or thought of doing it this way, we are robotic. It doesn't matter what I'm saying to you right now. If I'm not being told or guided towards a way to think of it, in order for my time to be unlocked, where the second interval can be broken by the action of who you are. Levette, I watched 2 minutes of that video. I'm going to get on. I'm probably going to do another video on your 12-minute video, and I'll have an hour video done on that. But what the heck, right? How is everybody today? I'm good. You're good. I mean, I know if you look at gambling games and you match all the games and you see what's there and what's missing, it will tell you what's going on, just for a better understanding of how gambling works in the games of creation. And do we break it up over the 7 seas, the 7 parts of the world? How do we break it up? Well, obviously, we break it up into squadrons, meaning scatter everything around, and as you find one that you feel goes together, you put them together. Don't lock anything in. You can for the basic collection, which means I have a tape measure. If I see something to do with a tape measure, I'll try and put them all into the same drawer. If I find a pencil, I'll try and put all my pencils into the same drawer. When I have too many of one sort, I'll take and I'll start matching exact sorts. And that's what I call the squadron placement. Okay? I'm talking about a mouse, but everybody knows Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you for watching.